Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I said, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, as we got another exciting show going down in the new year, second show of the new year. Let's get it. We got exciting things that happen in football. Tell y'all about that. More to come. We got some stuff in basketball, a couple people working out, a couple people are returning. Good news for the Bulls, though, in a positive direction. We got more, but if y'all new to Dragon Sports Live, this is not just your typical sports podcast. This is your show that gives you music as well as sports at the same time. So we going to talk baseball, football, basketball, and we going to give you music from you. Music from somebody that you sent me. Music that you chose. This is Dragon Sports Live, ladies and gentlemen. And I say welcome to the show, because it's about to go down. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into our first music selection. And it's Akila J with Relentless here on Dragon Sports Live. So, be sure to check her out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts for Dragon Sports Live. Just type in Dragon Sports Live, and you shall find what you're looking for. But without further ado, it is Akila J with Relentless on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out. Followed by Loretta Mars, Too Much.
You may mistake it for arrogance, but in reality, he's encouraging himself when no one else does, building his confidence to believe in himself when no one else will. Relentless.
My brother Real told me to realize everyone ain't loyal. They ain't cut from the same cloth, planted in a different soil. Money's the only thing anyone respects, and the side effects are lethal. One nation, under God, the upper side. I don't believe you, cause these religions cause more division and separation than segregation. A different evil is among our people, and the civil war is begging for a sequel. Our aggression has been misdirected, our affection has been disconnected, and our children are the ones affected, left neglected and unprotected. Stand your ground. The elimination of a middle class, they tried to deploy me in poverty. The revelation of becoming a dad, they tried to destroy that novelty. Wonder why it's called a family division, cause they specialize in family division. Now we acting like we don't need each other. Dissension disguised as independence. We used to hustle just to feed the families, now everybody wanna be a D-boy. But on the low, they undercover addicts and they using the trap as a decoy. And I had to go to war with these fake niggas, these snake niggas, and the bitter women and the crooked police and the broken system and this bad economy and poor decisions had me laying in the hospital deathbed. Fighting for my life, no health care. Wonder how in the hell did I get here? Stop breathing 3 times, but I ain't left here. So I know my story ain't finished. So the Lord is my witness. The whole world is gonna hear this, cause my determination's relentless.
Things ain't the same in this world, don't even know what we're fighting for. We're so involved in the devil's show. Father, can you hear us praying now? Where is the love when we all need it? Where is the trust and the time we spend? It's not supposed to be so really late. Father, can you hear us praying now?
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will feel no evil.
I've been hurt, been lied to. Who can I cry to? Who can we run to? No one's available. Who will protect us when they're all against us? We're fighting in our families, the leaves are falling off the trees. First thing we call on is separation. Why don't you realize it's part of the plan? How can we stand up and be a nation if hate's all around in the enemy's world? Single mamas grinding and baby daddies dying. The system keeps on plotting on how to keep us quiet while brothers are failing, sisters are settling, the children are suffering from scars of neglection. Who can we cry to?
Is anybody even listening?
Things ain't the same in this world, don't even know what we're fighting for. We're so involved in the devil's show. Father, can you hear us praying now?
by our name. Cause we smile through our tears and we hold our heads up through the pain. When the storm is relentless, our will to survive is the same. Adding fuel to the fire, my passion is fanning the flames. If we made in this image, then you should call us by our name. Cause we smile through our tears and we hold our heads up through the pain. When the storm is relentless, our will to survive is the same. Adding fuel to the fire, my passion is fanning the flames. Ain't no stopping my reign.
Things ain't the same in this world down the road. Don't even know what we're fighting for. We're so involved in the devil's show. Father, can you hear us crying out? Where is the love when we all need it? Where is the trust and the time we spend? It's not supposed to be so really late. Father, can you hear us crying out?
Costing them to do too much. I've been good with less. I don't need no stress. My niggas are blessed. Don't add me in no caption, cause I will not read the message. This here ain't my best. I'm just cleaning up the mess. Cannot be impressed. I with all the tests. You saw what happened then. What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen? I've been on the move. I've been on the quest. I'm dropping all my fucking tunes at my own request. Ayy. Why all these hoes wanna play? These hoes really wanna be like me. Every bitch I meet in the street, she be weak and she turn around and try to cut her hair like me. Honestly, I'm a real thoroughbred bitch, and I came straight out the jack. Bitch, you know who you fucking with? Believe me, Stevie Wonder seen it. Couldn't find a way to love me, so they find a way to leave me. I'm getting to the bed like a Birkin. Mars and Mark Wall, bitch, we working. Costing them to do too much. I've been good with less. I don't need no stress. My niggas are blessed. Don't add me in no caption, cause I will not read the message. This here ain't my best. I'm just cleaning up the mess. I wanna pop my shit, I'm gonna cop my crib and cash. Same nigga that'll switch lanes on a bitch, be the same type of nigga try to eat my ass. Boy, that's sad, I can give a fuck by what you think. I chase you, I don't even chase my dream. Don't chase my dream, this the track you play when bad bitches link up. This ain't for bitches who be bathing in the scene. Feeling like Plaza and 08, tell me who hotter. Bitch, I'm activated, word to my D-boy brother Sada, Just take it slowly. You thought you knew me, he thought he had me, but that's the old me. Getting to the bed like a Birkin. Mars and Mark Wall, bitch, we working. Costing them to do too much. I've been good with less. I don't need no stress. My niggas are blessed. Don't add me in no caption, cause I will not read the message. This here ain't my best. I'm just cleaning up the mess.
Dude, I like the sunglasses in the nightclub. That's a neat touch. Mr. Cool Guy with the bloody shins over there.
I tell them my favorite number 9. I feel like a brother's in his prime. I put on my shades in the dark, just so they can't look me in my eyes. And who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been living their lives. Wear my shades in the club, wear my shades in the club, so they can't see my red eyes, so you can't see my red eyes. Look, aviators on like I'm 5'0", aviators on like I might go. Wouldn't even know behind the lens that my eyes low. Puffing good smoke, get my mind gone. I'm a loner, I'm a loner, I'm a outcast. I'm a rebel, I'm a stoner, I'm an outlast. Any weapon that the enemy brings, and I'ma tell them that my favorite color green. And you should I tell them my favorite number 9. I feel like a brother's in his prime. I put on my shades in the dark, just so they can't look me in my eyes. And who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been living their lives. Wear my shades in the club, wear my shades in the club, so they can't see my red eyes, so you can't see my red eyes. Dripping with the charm, swag on James Bond. Got the shades on my Ray Charles. I got a scent on me, I got a spray cologne. I got that bread on me like a baking song. My favorite number 9. I feel like a brother's in his prime. I put on my shades in the dark, just so they can't look me in my eyes. And who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been living their lives. Wear my shades in the club, wear my shades in the club, so they can't see my red eyes, so you can't see my red eyes.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne. If you just tuning in and you rocking with not just your typical sports show, but your sports show that features music, we gonna chop it up with baseball, football, basketball. We gonna get it in and we gonna provide some good music at the same time. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to roll. But like I said, welcome. We gonna get right into it. So arbitration period is basically coming up. That's what usually happen in February. Right now, we got players trying to avoid, like players and teams trying to avoid arbitration. Really, the team trying to avoid arbitration. And what arbitration is, in case people wonder what it is, let's say a player's been with the team 6 years. It allows that player to plead their case for why should they get paid, or they should get this, or they should get that. Some arbitrations fail, some of them be successful. But that's just a way of negotiating with the team. Basically, like it's like a court hearing for baseball, essentially. You feel like you should get this much, and you plead that. If your progress and performance show that, then cool. If you can rectify a deal before that, that's also good. That's good for the team, especially if you're a team player as well. That's good. But we do got quite a few players, heading to arbitration or on the verge of going to arbitration. I say it that way. They definitely are on the verge of going to arbitration. And we'll see in February. I'll let y'all know who some of those players is. But former Rangers pitcher Kohei Arihara signs with Japan's Hawks. So he's leaving the Rangers, heading back overseas. About to play for the Hawks of Japan. And then you got right-handed pitcher Johnny Cueto reaches a 1-year deal with the Marlins. You know, a lot of offseason, a lot of roster building going on for the baseball right now. San Francisco Giants agreed to a 2-year deal with Luke Jackson. That's definitely sound like a baseball name. If you think about it, it really sounds like a baseball name. Luke Jackson with the pitch, the windup, and it's good for a strike. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me keep it moving. Twins and right-handed pitcher Chris Paddack reaches a 3-year, $12 million contract. And then the whole issue with Carlos Correa, you know, he's going to stay with the Twins 6-year, $200 million. So basically his contract will go down as his health issues continue to be an issue of like, oh, is he healthy enough or is he this and that? So basically those 3 different teams. Now let's see if this will hold through and see how that goes. But so far as 3 different teams, it was Giants, Mets, and then now the original team that he was with, the Twins. So let's see how that goes and where that will go from here. Let's see if that holds up. Trevor Bauer is now a free agent after clearing waivers. Many speculate that his career might be done, but we'll see. Somebody might pick him up. You know, but here's my thing, and this is what I was wondering about. So, if his suspension been reduced, right, to 194 games. He served 164. Does that suspension amount of games played when the season starts, does that still count even though he's not on a team right now? Or when he gets back, if he gets on another team, that he going to have to still serve that? Y'all get what I'm saying? So let's say he get on the team and you got less than 30 games. Will he be able to play? No, it's going to be another year that he's out. He was originally supposed to be out 2 years, basically. And like I say, he served 164. They lowered it down to 194 games. But then you just got released by the Dodgers. So it's like, where do you go from there? Do you go in minor league or overseas and try to get your way back up if you still want to continue? Or do you retire and find something else and do something else? That's the question that lies ahead, and you don't know what's going to be in store, what's going to happen at all, not so well. And yeah, that's why I wonder, like, is that suspension still going to be upheld? Is it going to count why he's not on the team? Because he ain't going to be playing, so would it count? Or would it, they wait till you get on the team? So that's that last the question. Padres Juan Soto, he avoid arbitration, agrees to a 1-year deal worth $23 million. And then Cubs outfielder Ian Happ also avoids arbitration. He signs a 1-year deal at $10.85 million. And on top of that, the Cubs also just signed, let me get his name real quick. Trey Mancini to a 2-year deal. First baseman, they signed him to a 2-year deal. So, and they've been a little bit busy because the Cubs also is gonna honor Ryan Sandberg, who sees issue for Sosa, and put a statue, and he's a Hall of Famer for the Cubs. They're gonna put a statue up with the rest of them. So he's gonna join Harry Carey and all of them at Wrigley. He's gonna have his statue come up. It should be up by 24, but that's what's going on with that. We also had the Chicago White Sox starting to get active. They avoid arbitration by giving right-hand pitcher Lucas Giolito a 1-year, $10.4 million extension. So that's good for him. Like I said, a lot of these teams trying to avoid, the organizations is trying to avoid arbitration as much as possible. Like, if you can avoid it, cool. Andrew McCutchen returning with the Pirates on a 1-year deal. And then big plans are in store for the Guardians. Big plans is in store for the Guardians, as the Guardians are going to make major renovations to their home ballpark. So we'll love to see what that is, see what's going on with that, and, you know, see where that goes from there. Good morning to those who are tuning in on Facebook Live. We are also on YouTube Live as well. This is Dragon Sports Live, and we're talking baseball. Yes, we are. AAA will be having robotic umps in the strike system in all their parks. So we'll see how that goes. Eventually that might go into the major leagues, but right now they're gonna go AAA. They're gonna do the automatic. Basically, they use a AAA and single A, the minor leagues, basically to test out things that they're gonna do in a MLB, in the major leagues and stuff like that. So they're testing that out. It's gonna be an automatic strike system. hey, we did just lose 7 umps and 7 crew. I should say 7 crew and ump and game day staff to retirement. So, hey, let's see how that goes. Test out the kinks, work out that, and, get cracking. Eric Hinske joins the Mets as assistant hitting coach in a fair lineup. Like some people moved up, some people got promoted, but he joins them as the assistant hitting coach coming from the Cubs last season. So big ups to him on that. That's pretty much what's going on. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right there. Pete Alonso and the Mets. So the Mets slugger returned to his old high school Saturday for a charity event, being held just a long home run away from the rest of New York Yankees owner George Steinbrenner. What that be? Will he go switch sides and go to a different place? Nope. We shall see. We got more music on the way, though. We got T.L. Williams coming up on Dragon Sports Live. Don't Matter. Followed by Hoodie Takeoff. And Dayton Wake and Bake Freestyle. Check it out on Dragon Sports Live. Now, like I said, all music that y'all hear on here, go on iTunes, go on Spotify, and pull up these artists' music, listen to them, and show them how you get down, show them what's good, show them what's cracking, show them your support. Like, all music I'm playing on here is not intended for copyrighted music. It's just to play these artists' music so you can hear their songs. On top of that, I am promoting support all the way around. Dragon Sports Live, you can catch it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and soon to be on DragonJumpPro.com, the website. Check out DragonJumpPro.com when you get a chance as well. And like I said, let's get it cracking. Let's keep it moving. More music on the way. Here we go. D-Cure on Dragon Sports Live. Oh, yeah.
And they still don't respect me now. I can act like it don't, but it gets me down. Especially when I know I'm the best around. Thought you would keep me afloat, but you let me drown. It's okay, I don't need you to say I'm worthy. I'm a ball on the mall in the AI jersey. Windmill layoffs, they try to play us until they play us. We on the way up, we take no mercy on a soul who would dare to pretend we not. Kicking like Colts on a whole different indie squad. Not for the Benji, a Bentley, a Fendi. This MC needs his flowers, they'll forget me not. I mean, funny how they doubt what they know nothing about, Lord, but that's okay. I know I'll make it, I don't know exactly how, but I'm on my way. Ain't no playing around, you can tell by the look that's on my face. You can try all you want, you won't stop us now.
I don't know what they told you, but this happens only once in a blue moon. Crack on the industry one day after it went down like too soon. They feel I'm caterpilling, I've been done peeling out of my cocoon. Say we ain't ready, untrue. So much wrong we can undo. No way, no how, I know they won't bow. To stick around, there's not enough on my profile. Profound, I low down, and I'm on no cloud. I'm pretty used to winding up face down in the yo round. And I'm an animal, I never read any manual. I just feel it in the moment, jump right into a catapult. Not compatible because I'm the update, the hardware. You rapping AIs have no mind or arm hair. No different from the everyday armchair. At a show on so many drugs you weren't there. And I don't need an orange slice, different kind of blue moon. Never paying your price, even with a loose screw. Not playing who's who, weird, but men and women, your thoughts, they feel within them. You lost your cerebellum, it's not been fair to tell them the cost what they're developing in. Or give you withdrawals to the very end.
Funny how they doubt what they know nothing about, Lord, but that's okay. I know I'll make it, I don't know exactly how, but I'm on my way. Ain't no playing around, you can tell by the look that's on my face. You can try all you want, you won't stop us now.
I don't know what they told you, but this happens only once in a blue moon. Crack on the industry one day after it went down like too soon. They feel I'm caterpilling, I've been done peeling out of my cocoon. Say we ain't ready, untrue. So much wrong we can undo. I don't know what they told you, but this happens only once moon. Crack on the industry one day after it went down like too soon. They feel I'm caterpilling, I've been done peeling out of my cocoon. Say we ain't ready, untrue. So much wrong we can undo. Say we ain't ready, untrue. So much wrong we can undo.
Kingdom. Yeah. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. On the topic of discussion, you don't wanna join the conversation, then it don't matter. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. You can love me, you can hate me. I ain't in the game to make a new friend. It don't matter. 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 You hate you gotta play the MP3. You hate to buy a ticket just to see me. You hate to see me dancing on your TV. I'm just sitting on the throne where a king be. Start another business, I just triple my work. You say a lot, but you gotta say I put in new work. You say I cost too much, you gotta say what I'm worth. You gotta say that I'm winning and I know that it hurts. I sell a show out at the Biltmore, doing everything you live for. Talking about me negative, just know that I'ma probably make a meal for it. Cash rules still don't nothing move but the paper. Nothing you can say or you can do, make or break it. Mr. Williams changed the game, it's a new way to play it. Only thing that you can say, and baby, you gotta say it all. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. On the topic of discussion, you don't wanna join the conversation, then it don't matter. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. You can love me, you can hate me. I ain't in the game to make a new friend. It don't matter. 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 Oh, 30,000 feet, I be up so high. PJ in my PJ sleeping so fly. I be unbothered, baby, no lie. No new friends, all I do is set trends with my day ones. Sit back and hear the gossip from the fake ones. In a condo, sitting on the lakefront. You either talking about a meal or you made one. Couple folks wanna put their hands on me, but I'm really out of reach. Drawing lines in the sand, I ain't even on the beach. When I'm done, it gon' be toast. I'm gon' have to make a speech. I'm a special breed. I hear you talking in the streets. You gotta tell them that I'm trending on the tweets. You gotta tell them I'm a bully in the beast. Keep it going, what you say don't bother me. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. On the topic of discussion, you don't wanna join the conversation, then it don't matter. Talk about me if you wanna. Only thing that you can say is I'ma win. It don't matter. You can love me, you can hate me. I ain't in the game to make a new friend. It don't matter. It don't matter. Don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Really made. Hey yo, I just copped a pound and smoke my face off. When you doing good, that's when they hate y'all. Hop up out that bench, jump in that rave dog. Hey yo, I just copped a pound and smoke my face off. When you doing good, that's when they hate y'all. Hop up out that bench, jump in that rave dog. I dislike you niggas, I don't hate y'all. No. I just spent the grip, but I spent all that shit on bait, dog. Woke up with 2 bitches, it got me feeling like takeoff. I'ma get this money every day, I pray we take off. Hey, I put some ice on my wrist. I got your hoe catch a fist. Ain't wanna see me like this. Hey, now we on top of our shit. Packing up and take a trip. We gotta make it make sense. I I ain't always had it all, I've been down before. But now we finna take off, we about to explode. She kissed on my face off and she went low. And her friend was with her too. I'ma bend it over too. I know exactly what to do. Hey, I'ma make it wetter too. You knew exactly who to screw. Hey, couple thousand in the strip club and the members with me too. Hey, pull off in that new bed and the members foreign too. We all the same home. We put the gang on. Who you depend on? Who you gon' hang on? 6 gram in my backwood, I won't change, dog. 6 gram in my wood, I won't change, dog. Hey, dog. I just copped a pound and smoke my face off. When you doing good, that's when they hate y'all. Hop up out that bench, up in that rape, dog. I dislike you niggas, I don't hate y'all. No, 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 no. I just spent the grip, but I spent all that shit on bait, dog. Woke up with 2 bitches, it got me feeling like takeoff. I'ma get this money every day, I pray we take off.
Welcome back. That was Hoodie. Take Off. Check it out on Drag Sports Live. And speaking of taking off, what better? Who's taking off right now? That young rookie, the last pick of the draft, Brock Purdy. He's taking off. He's looking good. He's a rookie. And he has the potential to join the class of rookie quarterbacks that came in, took over, that won, and that, that's a big honor. That one of those quarterbacks was Tom Brady. When Drew Russell went down, first year came, he looked it good. They didn't win. Second year, they won. He has 8 Super Bowls, been to the championship many times. And, he's 45 years old, and he's in the playoffs. They play Monday against the Cowboys, but talk about them in a second. If y'all been watching playoffs and if y'all keeping up, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this young Brock Purdy. I like what he did in the last game, paying attention to his surroundings for the pack. But on top of that, you have Deebo Samuel, Kittle, McCaffrey, and those are some decent weapons to have. Deebo Samuel is a Swiss Army knife. He can go from wide receiver to running back. And so can McCaffrey. McCaffrey go from running back to wide receiver. He can even throw a pass. Deebo can even throw a pass. So, when you realizing, like Kyle Shanahan has been doing real good calling great plays for Purdy to, feel comfortable, and he didn't even look like a rookie. You wouldn't even think that he was the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. He was scorching. He was on fire. Like, they beat the Seahawks 41-23 on Saturday. Right? He threw 30 passes and completed 18 of them. 322 yards, 3 TDs. He also ran for a TD. So 2 passing, 1 rushing. And you let McCaffrey go crazy with 119 yards. Deebo go crazy with 32 yards. Purdy even ran for 16 yards his own on 4 carries. And like I said, in those 3 TDs that he threw, Christian McCaffrey got 1, Elijah Mitchell got 1, and Deebo Samuel got 1. George Kittle didn't get 1, but he only had 2 receptions. Really didn't need to. And on the other side, it was a struggle. Geno Smith, he completed 25 of his 35 passes, and he had 253 yards, but he threw 2 TDs and an interception. And he was sacked 3 times for a 25-yard loss. So, that's that. Purdy was only sacked one time for an 8-yard loss. So I like I said, I really like what I seen from there. They scored most of their points in the first quarter and the fourth quarter. So 10 in the first and then 18 in the second, followed by 6 and 7 in the third and fourth. But second and third. But it's the beginning of the game and the end of the game is what counts. So looking at that playoff picture right now, like they go on to the divisional round, I believe. And yeah. We also had another good game. Well, good for one team, bad for one. The Chargers and Jaguars. So the Chargers was up 27-0 at one point. Then it was 27-7 by halftime. At halftime it was 27-7. So y'all was up 20. And Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half. Second half, different story. It's like if you look at it like this, and this is how analogy that I go by. The game starts in the second half. It's time to win or go home because the game starts the second half. Mess around the first half, but you don't want to do that too bad because the game starts in the second half. So you have to keep that in mind. The game really begins. The Jaguars start battling back. When I was at work at the time, I was working, but I was looking at the score and following the score. I started seeing 28-30, and I'm like, wait. So y'all mean tell me the second half, the Chargers managed to score only 3 points in the second half? Because it was 27-7 going into halftime. They scored 3 points in the second half. That almost sounds just like the Colts game. It does. So, this came down to a last-second field goal. So, when they scored that final touchdown, they had 3 minutes. They had stopped the Chargers on fourth down, got the ball back, had like 3 minutes down, drove it down the field, and also ran the clock to kick a game-winning field goal, which put them up 31-30, which is the third largest comeback in playoff history. Now, Brandon Staley, Twitter was livid after that because people was coming at Brandon Staley saying you should be fired after that. They calling for him to be on the hot seat. I do think he's on the hot seat after that. Now, he may not be this year, but we don't know. So wait till after the Super Bowl, that first Monday after the Super Bowl. It's called Black Monday. We'll see, because that's when a lot more coaches will be let go. A lot of them already got let go prior to the beginning of the season, the middle of the season, and the last few games at the end of the season. So, we got a few that let go. But we'll see come Black Monday. We'll see. Sunday's matchup, aka today, we're going to have the Dolphins versus Buffalo. And Teddy Bridgewater will be back up to Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson will be making, third start? Well, he'll be starting again. He's the rookie quarterback for the Dolphins. Bills might have intended DeMar Hamlin since he's been released and discharged. So he visited the facility the other day. And like I said, he might be at the game. We shall see. He's not going to be suited up, but he might be definitely at the game in support of his team as they try to get this win against the Dolphins. The other game would be the New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. Now that game comes on at 3:30. So we'll get a good game from that. Then you got the Ravens versus the Bengals. which also should be a good game. And I think that Tyler Huntley was gearing, like, I think he was showing progress that he might be active. I'm not sure if he'll be starting, but he might be active. So that's good. And then y'all know Monday, Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I want to watch that game to see what Dallas team we get. Is we going to get the one with the black cat that comes on the field, or is we going to get the team where the other team, you know, we're going to get the good Dak? Because what that needs to happen for Dak Prescott, he needs to limit his turnovers, be a little bit smarter with the ball, don't rush, take your time. But then don't let Tom Brady wake up. Like, don't give Tom Brady 2.5 seconds. He can throw the ball in 2.5 seconds. Don't give him the time of the day to throw. Lock down the receivers. Make them scramble. Something that he don't really do. That's my opinion. Make the quarterback that does the scramble. Focus, lock his targets down. Because Tom Brady has a knack. He can take a receiver that you don't even know and make that receiver look like he's been balling for years. So, lock him down. Dig, stay on your route. And them Cowboys, just don't mess up. If y'all up, take y'all time. Don't call dumb plays, because, yeah, y'all gonna have Stephen A. down y'all back if y'all screw up this game. He gonna be with his hat, his cigar, and his laugh, and he gonna let y'all have it for all players. Like, this is y'all first playoff since, like, can y'all get y'all first road win in the playoffs since 1992? That's the question. Can y'all get it? Can y'all do it? So, we'll see what goes on with that. We'll definitely see what goes on, when it goes on, and everything else. You feel me? And it's going to be real cool about it. We're going to have some fun with it. We just going to ball out. You feel me? Yeah. We going to ball out. Now, I was messing with one of my homeboys because he's a Packers fan. He like Aaron Rodgers. And I was messing because Aaron Rodgers was in the playoffs. I'm glad he didn't make the playoffs, because then all I would have heard was Aaron Rodgers saying he own us. And me being a Bears fan and a Patriots fan, I'm like, look, if we can't go, you can't go. I was hoping that the Lions would have got to go because they deserved it. They played really well, but Dolphins spoiled that. They needed them to lose. So, they need the Seahawks to lose, but they end up winning. And, you know, they spoiled Aaron Rodgers' playoffs hope. But let's see what he does this summer. You know, classic Aaron Rodgers is he's going to say that, like, he basically going to say that he going to take it one day at a time. It's going to be this whole big thing. And then by the time season, I'm coming back, or I'm going to do this. Just let him be. Aaron Rodgers is good as already. Let him do what he do. If y'all gonna bring him back, bring him back. But don't worry about him all over whether he gonna retire tonight. Is he gonna come back? He do this every year. So let him do what he do. He'll be back. Just be ready for him. Y'all say y'all want to bring him back. Bring him back. We did have a couple other let go. So Mike LaFleur, who was the brother of Matt LaFleur, he was relieved of his duties as offensive coordinator. And then, like I said before, Titans let go 4. Oh, they let go their offensive coordinator, Todd Downing, who's been with the team for 2 seasons. Linebacker coach Keith Carter. Special teams coach, safety coach Anthony Midget, and Eric Frazier, who's the assistants. These people have been let go. Commanders fired offensive coordinator Scott Turner. And like I said, it's drama, so come Black Monday, you'll probably hear more about this. I'm curious, because Black Monday usually is that Monday that a lot of people just say, they be in their best man, you're fired mode. So let's see what goes from there, and let's see. Roquan Smith got paid big bucks before Lamar Jackson. Now, enlighten me on this, ladies and gentlemen. How somebody who just came to the team, who would have been a Bears Pro Bowler, had he stayed with the Bears, like he would have been representing Chicago, but no, he's representing Baltimore, and he just get with the team. The defense boosts up, and he gets a $100 million 5-year deal. But Lamar Jackson still hasn't got a deal yet. So are we going to wait till the offseason for Lamar or what? And he's still not back yet. He's still hurt with that knee injury. So it's like, what's going to happen? What's it going to be? Who you going to do with? And how you going to overcome it? What you going to do to overcome it? Let's see. Congratulations to Georgia winning back-to-back. It was a blowout win against TCU. Like, TCU didn't even have a chance, but they did give it their all. They worked their heart, their tails off to get there to the season. So congratulations to that. With that being said, we got a couple players heading to the NFL draft from Georgia. So we'll see what that. Bulldogs Jalen Carter, defensive line. He declares for the draft. And we'll see. Kentucky Wildcats rehire Lamb Cohen, who was with the Rams, but left to go back to Kentucky Wildcats as offensive coordinator. And then also with the Rams, Sean McVay said he is returning for another season as coach. And they also put up Matthew Stafford bonus option and 24 salary too. So he is returning. And Matthew Stafford also said he's returning, not going to not Moreland retirement. Because a lot of people were saying he was Moreland return. No, he's not. He said he wants to return. Once he gets back things situated, he's going to return. Texans wide receiver Brandon Cooks said he would not want to be a part of a rebuild. Like, he don't want to be part of a rebuild. He want to be part of something that's established. So whatever that means, he might be on the move come free agency, come in the offseason. So we shall see where that goes and how that goes. But we're going to give y'all some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. And we're going to come back. We're going to top it off with some basketball, because I got good news. Well, positive news. Ball is on the way back potentially soon, but we'll see. He's taking baby steps. He's taking his time. We need you. But I'll let y'all know more about that coming up after the music break. Here is a Butter with Better on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out.
They say, Butter, you used to be that little nigga. What happened to you? You used to fall in love with a nigga. But I just been real for real. You never seen me for me. Broken hearts, broken memories. Hey, broken hearts and broken memories.
Depot on the beat.
Broken hearts and broken memories. How could I let you get the best of me? You drink that nigga for his genocide. I feel like love, that shit is dub. I don't want it for a century. You did me dirty on the low. Expecting me just to let that shit go. But look at me, I'm doing better. Now you want me back. Fuck it though, I do not need you back. I'm on my own. Look at me, I'm doing better. Look at me, I'm doing better. Just look at me, I'm doing better. Wish you could stop me now, but you can't stop me now. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. Wish you could stop me, but you know you cannot stop me now. It's that butter mode, no you cannot stop me, I've been going through so much, they cannot stop me, And I be striving every day just to make a way. My mama told me I'ma get it for a better, And I used to be that little nigga sleeping on the couch. But look at me, I'm doing better now, they hating now. Cause I get cheddar, I might act up and change the weather. You know it be better, fuck a girl, I get a wetter. It be different, what the fuck you thought this really life? I came a long way, just to make it right. I used to tell you how I wanted you. You used to tell me how you wanted me. But nigga, till you did your own thing. Fuck it though, I do my own thing. Fuck them niggas, they was never And fuck them bitches, they was never I keep it real for sure. For real, I keep it real for sure. Broken hearts and broken memories. How could I let you get the best of me? You drink that nigga for his energy. I feel like love, that shit a dub. I don't want it for a century. You did me dirty on the low. Expecting me just to let that shit go. But look at me, I'm doing better. Now you want me back. Fuck it though, I do not need you back. I'm on my own. Look at me, I'm doing better. Look at me, I'm doing better. Just look at me, I'm doing better. Wish you could stop me now, but you can't stop me now. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. Wish you could stop me, but you know you cannot stop me now.
And welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I'm Dante Payne, your host, as we embark on this exciting show that not just talk about sports, but give you music as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Steph Curry is back, y'all. He's definitely back, and he returned on basically a road game. He played against the Suns. That was his first game back. He put up 25. Okay, it was a little rusty. Then he played in the record-setting, crowd-setting Alamo Dome against the San Antonio Spurs. And boy, he put on the show. He looked good. Warriors came out with the win, which is what I was happy to see because we're struggling on the road right now. So it is hard to, the Warriors got the second worst record or one of the worst records on the road. That's a hard pill to swallow. When there's like, oh yeah, y'all come to our home, so y'all gonna play against us. And it, like, yeah, I was scared. I was like, I don't want this to be his second game back, and you playing on the road. I'd rather you play at home. At least you feel some type of way, feel better with that way. Like, y'all got a good home record, but a sucky road record. It happens sometimes, but keep it moving. We might have the potential of getting Alonzo Ball back. Right now he's making a good step. Like, he had an Instagram post where he was dunking, jump. He's still feeling pain and discomfort in his knee, but he had a point where it was like, if I can take the pain and tolerate it, I want to play. Like, I think he's a QP, especially with DeRozan out right now. with his quad injury, Zach LaVine stepping up. You see Zach LaVine stepping up, taking care of what he can. And he's been doing a lot, offensive and defensively. Kobe White stepping up. Ayo DeSumo stepping up. We still without Javonte Green. So imagine if we get Javonte Green, DeMar DeRozan, and Lonzo Ball all back in the lineup. I think this Bulls team would be something else. Like, Ball is a good defensive player. He may not score all the time, but he's a good defensive player, and he's a playmaker. He likes to make wonderful passes. He makes great passes, and he plays great defense. So we get him back in the lineup, along with Green, along with DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucic, Alex Caruso, Kobe White, Ayo DeSumo, Derrick Jones Jr., Andre Drummond, Gordon Dragic. It's like we get everybody on one accord. This Bulls team gonna be something else. Like, we're close to being over 500. We was 19-25 right now. But it was like we'll win against top tier teams or teams that's on the street, and then turn around, you lose to a team that's one of the teams that's in their prime, that's young, that's like a whole young squad. You know they be hungry. But let's say we couple more games, couple more pieces missing, coming back. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna go down that way. Raptors Otto Porter Jr., he is done for the season with his injury. And then Lakers are working out 2 forwards and centers, Myles Leonard as well as Boogie Cousins. We'll see how that goes. Boogie has been working out. He said he's been working out 6 days a week for months now. Let's see how that goes. I think the reason they let him go is because he couldn't stay healthy. Like, they think it was, you got to stay healthy, and he couldn't. But now, trade deadline's coming up. We may see potential trades. We might see, potential move. Like, marketing has been blossoming. Like, I definitely think he got most improved player of the year, the way he's been playing. And speaking of, like, working out for the Lakers, the Russ missed 7 calls at the end of the Lakers-Mavs game. 7. Now, you know that's on record. That's the same thing that's in the NFL. If you missing that call, and then y'all say, oh, yeah, that was that call, blah, 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 from, like, the NFL or NBA officiating, some got to give. Some got to go. We do got a couple good games coming up for you as far as NBA. We got the Bulls will be hosting Golden State, and that's at 2:30 today. Detroit will take on New York. Houston versus Los Angeles, and then OKC versus Brooklyn. San Antonio versus Sacramento. So it's a lot of good games. The Rockets game, though, however, they're going to be without a few of their players. Green and Tate are banned 1 game for leaving the bench when the scuffle against the Kings, which had led to 4 being ejected. And, you know, that's pretty much what's going on right now. Key injuries, I'll let y'all know when I find out that information. But until then, thanks for rocking with me, Dante Payne, on Dragon Sports Live. Until the next show, we'll hit you with the deuces. Peace out, y'all.